The WHAS 11 News First Alert Storm Team Weather Center here on this February 22nd, 2023, 7:51. We are just tracking some rain showers throughout the area and some breezy conditions as well. We'll take a little time to wait for some folks to get on board here. Thankfully, nothing severe with this. We do have a wind advisory until 1 a.m. Had some wind gusts over 40 earlier today. Wind gusts right now around 20 to 30, not too terrible with these showers moving through. Not seeing any lightning strikes. There was a tornado watch earlier out in Illinois. That has been canceled. And this is part of a really dynamic storm system that is putting down a lot of snow, blizzard conditions up in the northern Midwest, the northern plains, over the Great Lakes. And actually there's winter weather alerts all the way from New England all the way to Southern California. It's pretty crazy. It's kind of a nation divided with record warmth over the south and then really cold air over the north. It's been minus 11 in Montana and it's been up to 95 in southwestern Texas. So you've got like 3 different seasons happening at once, and when you have a 100-degree temperature contrast across much of the U.S., you're going to end up with some typically some stormy conditions. A little bit of a clash, and that's happening over parts of the United States. All right, looks like our audio is doing well here. We've got Jay Lee White from Kentucky. Thanks for watching. Joshua Violet tuning in as well. Turn that volume back down there. All right, so this is what we have. We'll go ahead and go full screen here at 7:52. Thanks for liking or sharing tonight's live stream here on Facebook and YouTube. So this is the rainfall that we have across the area. Moderate amounts of rain. It's moving pretty quickly, this batch. This is actually not a cold front. It's not a warm front that's bringing the rain throughout the area. We've got what we call kind of a vortex. It's a disturbance in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and it's providing the necessary lift with the warm air to provide these scattered showers across the area. And then this will move out, this batch of rain, and then we're dry. The actual cold front will come through mainly dry tomorrow late afternoon into the evening time. And that is going to bring in some chilly conditions tomorrow night, and into Friday it's going to be a little chilly as well. We're going to just kind of go back to normal temperatures, which late February is kind of chilly. Kind of forgetting we're in February after a record high today of 77 degrees. Let's talk more about that as I switch over here to the numbers, the official numbers today. Take a live look out there. Go back to full screen. Right now still 71 with that rain. Today's high 77. That is 27 degrees above our normal high of 50 for today's date, for your February 22nd. And it blew the old record out of the water, which was set not that long ago in 2017. 2017, I think, was when we first started ever doing these Facebook Lives as well. So 6 years ago. And so 4 degrees above the record high today. Pretty impressive numbers there. So it can get cold this time of year. -2 is the record low back in 1963. And we've got a little bit of a surplus. Actually, a little bit of a deficit of rainfall for the month, a 1/4 inch. But I bet we'll make that up with the rainfall moving through here tonight. All right, 68 and 71, wind gust 22. That's a lot better than the 41-mile-per-hour wind gust I saw earlier at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Just dropped to 66 at Bowman Field. So area-wide temperatures, a little cooler out west. We've got Jasper, 57. You still got 74 in Campbellsville and Munfordville. We're at a room temperature in Springfield. We had the windows open today, airing out the house a little bit. 71 in Frankfort. So kind of on the back edge of that rain, it's in the slightly cooler 60s. All right, so this is our current temperatures. Pretty wild stuff still. It is a frozen tundra over the northern plains in the negative side there. Minus anywhere from -2 I see to -11. And then you've got still near 90 in southwestern Texas. They're up to 95 earlier today. So yeah, that's a big contrast in temperatures, and where you have the quickest change in temperatures, that's where we find the precipitation. So 71 here, 35 in Chicago. That's obviously a big drop. And then just north of Chicago, single digits and teens. So look at the wind gusts here. Not real impressive right now, around 20 miles per hour. But here's what I want to show you. This is the winter weather alerts across the United States, and there are just a ton of them. Dozens of states have some kind of winter weather advisory, maybe a winter storm watch, maybe a winter storm warning, ice storm warning, and the blizzard warnings there in red. Blizzard warning is for snow, yes, but also the big factor for blizzard conditions is really strong winds, and that's what they've got over the northern plains. And it looks like over Wyoming as well, and parts of Colorado, and even down near Los Angeles has blizzard warnings. I think it's the first time, I think it was 20 years, that there were blizzard warnings that far south in California. So there's LA. Let's see what they've got. They've got a blizzard warning until, so that goes all the way until Saturday. That's pretty crazy. So that's for Friday and a Saturday. And this one, over the Sierra, it looks like, is now through Saturday as well. So they're looking at feet upon feet of snow. And maybe they'll help out with the water shortages they've had over the years. All right, let's switch it over to radar and satellite. Very active here, a lot of colors. Let's take a look at all the different types of precipitation. So you've got the icy area is kind of in between the rain and the snow. That's kind of just north of Interstate 80, north of Chicago. Very thin little area where there's some icing. And then a lot of snow over the northern states, all the way from Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, the Dakotas, western Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado. Then there's just mountain snows throughout the Rockies, the Sierras, the Pacific Northwest, basically the northwestern half of the United States. Cold and snowy. What we have is a big dip in the jet stream out here out to the west. Let me go back to full screen. I'll try to draw here. We've got this big dip in the jet stream out here. That fills in with cold air, and then the jet stream rides up this way. And we are on the warm side of that jet stream. Give us that record high temperature. Record high possible tomorrow as well, by the way. Going for a high of 76. We'll see how close we can get. That would tie the record. So there's the rainfall that we have over the area now. Let's go back full screen for Futurecast. So everybody's getting a little rain tonight. No flooding, no severe weather with this. Moves on by. Midnight, looks like all areas are drying up. Adair County always the last to get that rain. And the last to move out. Tomorrow morning, 50s to around 60 degrees, breezy. The grass is going to be growing, I assume. Some of those onions popping up in yards. Daffodils blooming. Spring-like things are happening. So there's a range in temperatures here tomorrow afternoon as the front starts to move into southern Indiana first. So you're looking at some 60s up that way towards Seymour and Bedford, and then some upper 70s south. There might be a couple locations in southern Kentucky, let's say south of the parkways, that might touch 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. All right, looking a little bit further down the road here into Friday morning in the 30s, so a chilly start there. And Friday afternoon, upper 40s, lower 50s, maybe some mid-50s south. Saturday morning, chance for a few rain showers, it looks like, early in the morning. And then a lot of our weekend is going to be dry. It looks like we'll have 50s on Saturday and then lower 60s on Sunday. So for tonight, these showers passing through. I guess we could take out the wording storms. I'm not seeing any lightning, so technically no thunderstorms, but some gusty rain showers. Otherwise, breezy and warm tonight, a low temperature around 60. And then tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm. Record high tie possible with a high of 76. That's still a good 25 degrees above normal. Southwest winds around 15 to 30. And our sunset's now approaching 6:30 p.m. Nice to see some light staying out later. Some later sunsets. Will be much later, not too far off when we have the time change. All right, the 7-day forecast here. We have a little cool shot into the weekend, trying to adjust this so we can fit in the whole 7-day there. There we go. All right, so 50 Friday, 35 Friday night, 54 on Saturday. Again, a lot of the weekend is dry if you have some plans. I know a lot of folks in Harrison County, Indiana, will be heading up to, I think, Indianapolis for Lanesville and Corydon made it to state. So good luck to those teams. 62 Sunday. Might see a couple light rain showers late, but a lot of Sunday dry. Next pretty large storm system will be on Monday. It's going to be windy, but mild, 70 degrees, that high temperature Monday, out ahead of the front that'll bring in a good chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So another gusty and at times wet day Monday, and then quiet, looking pretty nice and mild next Tuesday and Wednesday. The winter that was not much of a winter so far. We'll see what March can hold. March can throw anything at us. But this February is wrapping up on the mild side because that next Wednesday is March 1st. So that is the rest of your February right there. And just X'd out of the 7-day. All right, let's go back quickly to what rain that we have out there right now, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Here at 8:03 on your February 22nd, 2023. It's Wednesday. Last Wednesday we had a record high of 75. Today, this Wednesday, a record high of 77. All right, let's go to a little tour of the rain that we have around the area. And again, it's light to moderate, moving by pretty quickly. Almost everybody's covered in some of that rain in southern Indiana. We're still waiting on some of that rain. Springfield, Lebanon, Campbellsville, Greensburg, and Columbia. It's going to be passing through some scattered stuff. And then again, most of this is done by around 11 p.m. or midnight. All right, thank you all for tuning in here at 8:03. I will see you in about, what are we talking here? 2 hours and 56 minutes, about 3 hours for WHS 11 News. The Night Team. If I don't see you then, sleep well. Have a peaceful night.